mute my microphone. Maybe that's what it was, right? Let's see here. Okay, let me check my mic one last time. All right, checking. Let's see if that works. I might hear myself twice. Let's see. Anything? Oh, wait a minute. I think I found the issue here with my microphone. Yep, got it. Okay, all right. We are locked and loaded now to broadcast this. So this is Diablo 4 hardcore tips for the Druid. This is a live stream. I tried to do the whole path to level 50, which unlocks the trophy on PlayStation. Once you get a hardcore character to level 50, you get the trophy. Level of difficulty, I would say it's about a 10 out of 10. Took me 3 tries to get to where I needed to go, but following this method, it will be a difficulty of 7 out of 10. I say 7 out of 10 because even with this build, which is the safest and fastest route to get to level 50, there could be some instances where you just run into the wrong enemy and you get frozen and poisoned or fire damage, and you can quickly get knocked. And that's it. Then you got to start your character from level 1 again. So some quick tips. If you're panicky about it, just do multiple characters, get them to level 10, and start stocking up your stash with gems, potions, and all that jazz, and you'll get a better feel for it. Next is get your consumables, things like iron barb, so more armor, and it gives you thorns plus 5% experience. You want to start popping potions like crazy so you can get some extra experience and you spend less time trying to level. Another thing, you'll get some scrolls of escapes. You can actually customize your wheel on the PlayStation, so if you hit up on the D-pad, this gives you this wheel, and boom, hit that, and you instantly teleport with no load time to a safer location. So if you're like trapped or you're frozen poison and you're like, oh, I'm not gonna make this fight, or you ran into the wrong dungeon or something, use that and it'll teleport you somewhere.
I must wait a moment.
So once you start, you'll notice that you'll not have a lot of gold because you start from scrap. Like even looking at the gold I got now, I barely got a mil. So salvage a lot and sell more. That's the way I approach this. If your armor is not getting any better, just buy armor from here. Next up, I would say upgrades. So every 10 levels, try to get your upgrades plus 2 on everything, on every single thing. Just because it gives you that extra comfort zone. So as far as gear, I'll do gear before I do spirit boons or abilities. As far as gear, I went whatever gave me strength, willpower, anything defense focused. Towards the end, like level between 45 and 50, it doesn't really matter that much. Just because you'll rely on more, you'll rely more on your abilities than you will your gear. And sometimes you might even have gear like this is level 39 gear. So gear that comes in, it might be more attack focused and whatnot, but this is a good balance. So things you want to look for in gear is armor. So armor will trump anything as far as the perks on the gear. Like this has healing received, gives you plus 8, 32 strength, life regen, which is a good bonus for this. So here's an aspect, since we're on this here. So an aspect you want to look for is Earthen Bulwark. So it increases your barrier for an extra 6 seconds, and if you defeat an enemy with Earth skills, which is super important and something you might be doing, it replenishes the active barrier. Becoming injured while crowd controlled grants you unstoppable for 4 seconds. So if you get frozen and you get damage, you can be free from that, but it only happens every 28 seconds. So you get a chance at surviving. This gives me health, and it gives me some damage and critical hit, which critical hit is important in this. You will run into tornado abilities, or abilities that won't make sense, or sorry, perks on your gear that won't make sense with your build, but the resources are too tight to be worried about that. So this gives me some armor, some damage to injured enemies, attack speed, and critical hit. When you fortify, here's a super important one. When you fortify, your Earth skills gain +2 ranks. You'll be fortifying a lot in this. When you have a barrier active, there is a 7% chance to ignore damage. That's really good. It's another defensive thing. While injured, your potion also restores 13% of your resource, so you'll be getting more spirit. There's a perk right there, the rabies perk, that doesn't do anything with this build. 12 points of stats. Willpower, dodge chance, dexterity, strength, damage to slowed enemies, vulnerable, willpower. Let's see. Was there... See, damage from Earth skills slow enemies, so that's a good one. Pulverize, we don't use that. Oh wait, pulverize, wait a minute. Is that this? Nope, that's petrify. Alright, so we don't even use... as far as the weapons, attack speed is important. Damage to poison enemies will help. Let's see here. Skills that deal up to 30%. That's not so bad. Thorns, ultimate skill damage is not important with this. I'm just kind of going over the jewelries now. Overpowered damage is important. Poison damage is important. Critical strike chance is important. So as far as the gems, health, the blue gem, so the red gem, blue gem, 2 diamonds in the jewelry. You could go 3, but again, resources are tight, but it's not that important to have the sockets. I never really noticed anything important with the totems. Just in this case, I saw cooldown reduction, and I was like, I could use that, and basic skill attack speed, which is pretty much what you'll be doing, so I took that over anything else, but the aspect on this is very important. So the Poison Creeper, which is the pet, also activates or casts Landslide, and deals increased damage to poison enemies, so that's a double bonus. So if you've used Druid before, all this will make sense. If you haven't, I'm going to break it down now in the... let's do abilities first. So this is what the abilities look like. So there's only one basic skill you need for this. You want to max that out. Get the first one, obviously, and then go left with this. So Fortify for 8% of your base life. Whenever Earth Spike damages enemies who are stunned, immobilized. So it's super good. Yeah, you'll just be doing your basic attack and stunning people. And with the decent gear that you have, as long as you get attack speed, a couple of crit chances in there, this basic attack will do a lot of the grunt work. But it all comes together once you mix in the lightning and the creeping poison creeper. But let's do lightning first. So you want to max out this. And the size of... get the first one, obviously. You need that. So you want to go left with this one. Lightning Storm has a 12% chance to immobilize enemies for 3 seconds. So this build is going to keep enemies at a distance and it's going to be doing a lot of critical hits to any enemies you have with your that are trapped with your creeper, poison creeper. So in this bubble, the next thing you want is just one of these. It's not that important, but it adds up with everything else. So critical strike chance against close enemies is increased by 2. There's a couple of close enemies in this type of style, but it's just a little bit of a backup plan. Next, you want to get 5 out of 5 on your defense. Get the first one. And then casting Earthen Bulwark grants 18% base life. Blah, blah, blah. You're going to notice that a lot of fortify, fortify, fortify. Here you want to max this out. Increase your non-physical resistances. You gain a 15 damage reduction for 6 seconds after you use your defensive skill, which is this. So in the companion, you want the Poison Creeper maxed out. You want this maxed out for more damage. Get the first one, and you want to go up with this one. Your critical strike chance is increased by 20% against enemies strangled by Poison Creeper, which this can literally, you can activate it, and there's a chance you can get it again within 5 or 3 seconds. Nature's Reach, deal 9% increased damage to distant enemies. Double this bonus if they are also slowed, stunned, or knocked back. So you will be doing a lot of slowing, a lot of stunning, a lot of immobilizing, and a small chance of knocking back with your Boulder ability, which I only added recently. You only need 1 point in this, unless you magically get more skill points. Right now, I think I have, let me see, 55 skill points into this. I think you can get 60 skill points if you get all of the Lilith statues. So there's that. So this knocks back enemies. It's basically to keep enemies at a distance. Neurotoxin poison enemies are slowed by 8%, which you will be doing that a lot with this. And the final ultimate is going to be Petrify. Once you use this, you want to also use Poison Creeper, or you can use Poison Creeper first and then use Pulverize. You want to kind of chain those two things. Either start with that or start with this. And then you just start using Lightning Storm. So that's how you use your combos. Where is the... Oh, okay. So in here, this is, I would say, the more important stuff if you're using that combo. So nature magic skills deal 12% to elites. And skills that consume spirit heal you for 3%. And then here, if you get more skill points, you can kind of throw extra points on this. Increase the amount of fortify you gain from every resource. And whenever you are stunned or knocked back, you fortify. So if you're frozen or whatever it is, you get a little bit of a defense buff, which helps because it is a lot harder. You could always play the game in difficulty 1, but if you want to move faster, get better gear, you want to jump into level 2 between levels 15 and 25. And then the last thing, what is this called? Your key passive, damaging enemies with earth skills has up to 8% chance to restore all of your spirit, which this is going to happen a lot, period, if you follow this to the T. Or it can cause your attacks to be guaranteed critical strikes for 5 seconds, which again, I just told you that's going to happen a lot. And it just starts a whole chain of you just using lightning. And the more you use lightning with the build, or with this build, the stronger the next lightning cast gets. So 10% for critical strikes. Boom. So as far as Paragon, I haven't even gone to that point. But again, the whole idea is to get to level 50 with this. I don't believe there's any other... Okay, here's a super important aspect that I found that I didn't even want to put it on a gear piece. I kind of just said, let me just hold on to this. But then I found it on a gear piece already. So casting storm skills grants your earth skills 33% critical strike damage for 4 seconds. So what is that? That's when you use lightning, your earth skills get better critical strike damage. And then the second portion is casting an earth skill increases the critical strike chance of storm skills by 8.8% for 4 seconds. So it kind of works hand in hand, the whole earth and lightning thing, and then lightning and earth thing. So look for this aspect. Very powerful, very helpful with this build. And I guess let's go into what other ways you can survive playing this game.
I'm not ready yet.
Alright, so the alchemist has... Oh, well, first off, make sure you're always leveling up your potions, because I forgot once, and I was like, oh boy. Where is it? Okay, so Elixir of Death Evasion is only available in hardcore mode. So for the next 30 minutes, prevent death once and become immune for 2 seconds. So if you get completely blasted, you get saved once, and then you become immune, so you won't be frozen or anything like that for 2 seconds. And then you cannot benefit from that for the next 5 minutes. It's pretty easy to make. Crushed beast bones is something that I'm kind of missing, which I think you just gotta fight more like wolves, things like that. Easy to make. I don't have any on me, at least I don't think. Elixir of Undead Slaying. No, I don't have any on me, but normally you want none of your gear that's in here will be transferred to your next character. So with that said, an idea of, I guess we could go over here. It's not so bad. All right. The servers are a bit laggy today, so that's not really helping. Oh boy. I mean, they've been kind of wonky since yesterday. Oh, hello there. I try not to chit-chat so much in the live, but I will try to say what's up to anybody chiming in. I appreciate that. For me, it's just easier to make a live video of how to do something than having to edit it later and being like, alright, I gotta edit this, even though it's like a 5-minute video. So how do you get to level 50 fast in this? Best way is to do the Grim Flavor. I call them Grim Flavors just as a joke, but doing this one right here in particular, Harvest the Sacred Coast, all you need to do is collect 100 of those souls, turn them in, you defeat 3 elites, you get experience for doing that. You do that enough, and then you turn them into the Tree of Whispers, and you get experience for doing that, plus a whole bunch of gear and some other stuff as well. So here's a typical combo that you want to do. Boom, boom, lightning. Oh, and I don't have that, so basic attack. Another creeper, then bam, then bam. So poison creeper is really good. Like that happens a lot. And keep popping potions, because potions will come up a lot. Even if you're at like 75% health, just keep potion. So we'll collect this, and there's only like 8 minutes left in this, so let me see if I can do it in 8 minutes. I don't know. and what's it called? Your poison pet, or it's called poison creeper or whatever. That's constant. Oh, it's not okay. Almost get attacked there. I always have my shield on. If I ever get stopped, I try to use Petrify right away, because doing so will give me time to like look at the battlefield and be like, okay, like there's enemies here, there's enemies there, and if I defeat an enemy, then that gives me a chance to increase my spirit bar. So there's this here. We can go there. Get that. Let me see how many Grim Favors I got. I don't have a single Grim Flavor. I keep calling it Grim Flavor. I don't know. They need to change that to Grim Flavors, I think. Boom. Boulder keeps enemies at bay. Basic attack, basic attack. Alright, so I'm at 49 of those. I got the poison again. More basic attacking. And now lightning should be able to take care of this. And it definitely does help if you have Lilith statues under your belt. I didn't see a super extreme need to go hunting for Lilith statues. But I felt kind of stronger every time I did get some. Whether it's like strength or dexterity or anything. And look at that, it's like almost like infinite lightning at this point. This is a defensive build, but once you kind of chain everything together, then that's where the crits start happening. You won't be doing crazy damage where you'll defeat an enemy in like 3 seconds, but that's a typical fight there. Let's see. We got 3 minutes to turn this in. Well, let's see if we can do that. Out of my way! Collect stuff when you can, because again, resources are super limited. Everything's kind of harder to get in hardcore mode, and you don't share stuff from your, I guess you call it the Eternal Realm characters. I need 13 more of those. Will I make it? Seven more.
Wait a moment.
Where are the enemies? Ah! 100. All right, here we go. So I gotta defeat these guys fast.
I need more spirit.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. Whew, I did it. Alright, so that's 4 Grim Favors in about, what was that, maybe like 6 minutes, something like that. Let me look at where else we can kind of go. I guess I'll talk about the, what to avoid when you're doing hardcore mode. So I would avoid number 1, dungeons, number 2, strongholds. What else? That's really it. I would try to stay out in the world doing Grim Favors until level 50. It's safer, it's easier, it avoids the headache. But again, the tables could turn at any minute, so, you know, avoiding strongholds, which, again, it is a lot of experience, it is some better loot. You do get the renown a lot faster and whatnot, but if you look at this, I haven't even done much of that, so you can get to level 50 without grinding renown or any crazy stuff like that. Let me double check how much time was on that. 4 seconds. Nope, not gonna be able to do that. So I'll do one more, and I'll avoid any side quest that takes me to a dungeon, just because I don't know what to expect in a dungeon. Where could I go? Could go over here and do that. So we'll travel there. Getting waypoints, I would try to get some of that, but don't make it a mission, just because the areas that are available are pretty much enough to get experience and whatnot. So, go here. Yeah, 30 minutes to do that. We could do that. I could defeat these guys here. Try to get something. Alright, so this character here, the Quartermaster, he's got a crazy critical hit, so watch out for that. Oh, I need that. And here we go. Found out where we gotta go already. Boom, 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 boom.
Just wait a moment.
Alright, here we go. Oh, that's not an enemy? Interesting. Oh, it's an NPC. Okay, cool. So it's about 5 or 6 basic attacks, and your spirit goes to max. So I kind of keep that number in my head when I'm fighting. Holy moly, there's a lot of fireballs there.
Just wait a moment.
Alright, I need these dudes to bunch up so I can do some lightning damage.
I'm not ready yet.
Alright, so the only thing there I forgot to do was pop a potion for the extra experience. But no biggie. Alright, so what's... oh, okay, we got some enemies here. And we just need about 20 more... Oh, side quest I get to turn in. Is that it? Well, let's see what else.
They went to Ezra.
Alright, well, hey, side quest I get to turn in for some EXP. 30k, wow, okay.
I must wait a moment.
Probably gonna collect all the Grim Favors and then show the build one more time. I would definitely say Druid has a lot of...
I'm not ready yet.
what's a word? A lot of ways to like get rid of grouped up enemies. Kind of wish it was the same for for the rogue class, because that's my main class. Oh, I need that. So how many more do we need? I think I got them all. Alright, so this will help us explore the map, which is a good way to get some renown, get some experience, map exploring. And right now I'm in World Tier 2, which is, you get a good chunk of experience playing this, and the gear is a lot more steady than Part 1. Or not Part 1, World Tier 1. Alright, I'm gonna clear this area before I do the Grim Favor turn-in, or the soul turn-in for this.
I'm not ready yet.
'Cause I'm not trying to get surprised by any monsters. The only way you can run away really is dodge and your shield. So that's about it. You could use the poison creeper to hold that there, or hold some enemies down. Could use that to push enemies away.
I must wait a moment.
Pulverize, bam. Or not pulverize, petrify is what I meant to say. If you're ever frozen or immobilized and you have your shield, activate your shield because it breaks you out of anything that constrains you. That's another super tip.
I must wait a moment.
And we just need 2 more. So that was 30k experience. That was the same amount as a side quest. Side quests don't really give amazing experience. I mean, if you feel more like story-driven, side quests helps, so that you kind of like feel like you're accomplishing something towards a goal. But again, this is just for like the trophy purposes and whatnot. Oh, we have to slay, what? Slay bandits. Okay. Wow. Oh, a little statue. See, like, I don't really hunt these things down like that, but they are definitely something that is super importante. Where is that one? Alright, so that one is there.
Spirit.
So lighting is the primary thing for this build. As soon as you see that spirit is max, just hold lightning. Five more. Okay, not bad. Perfect time here.
Not ready yet.
Come on, load. Bang. I'll take that. And we just need one more Grim Favor now. So, I gotta find one more to do that's not too complicated. Oh, here we go. Perfect. I'm looking for it, but I don't see it. Maybe it was in the middle? Nope, it's not there. Man, these are kind of hard to find sometimes. Oh, come on. Alright, well, I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to go here. The Grim Favor. Yeah. So if I were to do like a dungeon Grim Favor or like something that gives me 3 or more, whatever is extra will go into the next bar. Yep. So I could have done the whole collecting the 100 souls again and whatnot. So watch out for the big crowds. Keep the enemies at bay. Keep the shield up. And lightning. Bam. Alright, that was some decent experience. So, we are off to turn these in and let's see what we get. I don't think I was looking for any gear in particular or anything like that. Oh, so careful when you got enemies right at the start of anything, like at a dungeon or something, and you need to press pause or look at the map or something. So I try to, like, if I'm somewhere empty. Oh, dang, I'm still getting attacked. Alright, so it looks clear, but I'm gonna click this quick either way. Because as soon as you get the map open and some enemies attack you, that could be game over. So let's see what the gear I got so far. Did get this. Oh. So I'm gonna sell this to start stockpiling some gold. Oh, Paragon Point. First one? Oh no. Oh, I guess the third one. I guess I will go towards that. I kind of like this point of view here where you can kind of see the head people there. I forget what they're called. What are they called? Hold on. Silence what? Silence Whisperers. No. I don't know what they're called. But this is the Tree of Whispers, and we're gonna get. Oh, okay. We got this here. That was 114,000 experience, so that's good. So it's a good experience farm. And some decent gold. Maybe you get a glyph. I got a glyph here. Chip diamond, and 1 legendary. Here we go. So this, compared to what I have, it is 5 levels over. But let's see what else. Damage per second. Oh, that's a staff. I don't use staffs. So I'll skip that part. Let's see. This is level 41. Armor. The armor's a bit lower. But I can look at the aspect. So let's see what this says. When hit, while not healthy, a magical bubble is summoned. Okay, so there's the bubble. And this wasn't that great, but we did get some gems out of that. We could always dismantle it. So let's see what it gives us if we dismantle that.
The forge is ready, but still use
Oh, okay. It gave us some decent stuff here. Some ores, build crystal, coiling ward. Okay. So that's stuff that we have to start stacking. The gems. Boom. Gotta put that away quick. Bump, bump, bump. Alright, so I'm gonna go over the build one last time from the top. Oh, I didn't even go over spirit bones. What I found that works the best for your spirit bones, for the first row, I picked Prickle Skin, which gives you thorns. For the second one, I doubled up on this one, so I put Iron Feather and I put Avian Wrath, which is, so it's 2 and 4. For the third row, I picked the first one. And for the last one, I picked the fourth one. So nature magic skills have up to 10% chance to reduce the cooldown of your ultimate by 2 seconds. So nature skills is your earth and your lightning, which you'll be doing that a lot. And let me see, what is the cooldown on pulverize? If it tells me, let me see. Or petrify, I keep calling it petrify. 45-second cooldown. So with everything in conjunction, once your buffs start activating, you could probably get that to 30 seconds, which is pretty good. So let's go to the abilities again from the top. One last time here. Earth Spike, max that out. It's your basic attack. It helps you stun and whatnot. Obviously, you need this to go into the tree of it. Get the one on the left. Gives you some fortify. Next in the chain of abilities, max out your lightning. Get the first one, then the one on the left. This gives storm chance 12% to immobilize enemies. This one, it helps when enemies are right up close to you. Maximize your earthen bulwark. Get the first one, then the one to the right, which will, when you cast it, it grants 18% base life. Then you want to max these two out. From here, max out companion damage and get the poisoned creeper, and then want to get the first one and get the one on the top, which is brutal poison. Your critical strike chance is increased against enemies that are affected by it. Then down here, you want to get the boulder, which is, you can just put 1 point in it. It still will do what you need it to do. Neurotoxin, one of that. If you get any extra ability points, which I think there's maybe 5 Lilith trees that might give skill points, you can put it here, or you can maybe get the rest of this here. Then last but not least, petrify, max that out, and get max on this defiance one, the one to the left of it, and if there's any extra points, you want to get these two right here, which just helps with some defense and life stuff. And for the key passive, you want this one here, which is Earthen Might. And that's it. Paragon point wise, I would try to go more health first, and then critical chance, which would be, I believe, intelligence gives you critical chance. Just for this build, you know, there's other builds out there, but for this in particular, you want to max out health, you want to max out dexterity, intelligence on this, and that's really it. That'll get you to level 50. How long did it take me? I wish there was a way to see that. Yeah, I don't really know another way to find that out. If I were to give it a number, maybe like under 20 hours, just about 20 hours, if anything. But that's it. Hope that actually helped. If you liked the Diablo 4 hardcore tips for Druid, smash the like button. It helps the channel and actually lets me see if people actually are interested in builds like that. And I'll probably drop more Diablo stuff if this is actually any decent. Alright, have a great one. Bye-bye.